Good evening. I have a mission from you from headquarters. You are tasked to retrieve confidential information from 3 vaults with high securities from different De La Salle Araneta branches. They contain information about the following people: the martyrs of Valencia, Saint Benil Romancon, and Blessed Solomon Leslera. Good luck. Were they able to get the files?
Yes, ma'am. They are all cleared.
Good. We'll discuss them later. You've done a great job not getting caught. Now I'd like everyone to share the information they have gotten. Who has the files from the martyrs from Valencia?
It's us, Miss.
Okay, the floor is yours.
5 Christian brothers lived in Spain during a time when the ruling class persecuted Christians and frequently put to death any Christian leaders. Their primary priority was to follow Jesus in the calling he had given them, which was to help young people learn about Christianity and live it by example. Brother Florencio Martin was kind and optimistic and talented in art and music. Brother Betran Francisco was steady, frugal, patient, modest, and hardworking. Brother Ambrosio Leon was a competent, distinguished, and highly respected teacher. Brother Elias Julian was a simple person always willing to serve. Brother Honorato Andret was quiet, thoughtful, and understanding.
Wait a minute. Okay, so based from what we've got, these men had been working peacefully in the educational ministries of the Christian brothers near Barcelona, but because of persecution there, they fled to Valencia so they could continue their service. When the authorities there discovered these 5 men were professed Christian brothers, they were arrested and executed. We honor these men because of the sacrifice of their lives for their faith and their commitment to their religion. They became martyrs for the faith, sharing the same fate that befell Jesus of Nazareth, who was brought to execution by government authorities.
Thank you. What about Saint Benil Romancon?
Pierre Romancon was born June 14, 1805 in the village of Serret in south-central France. He advanced to elementary school, and the brothers engaged him as a substitute teacher when he was 14 years old. His parents object to this and want to keep him at home. His superiors too are reluctant towards him, but finally admitted to the novitiate. He successfully taught multiple elementary schools by the brothers out of the administrative center. He was appointed director of a school opening in an isolated village on the barren plateau of the Saugus. For 20 years, he worked as a teacher and a principal, educating boys who never got a chance to go to school from the village and the neighboring farms.
He was known to be a fair disciplinarian. He gives evening classes for adults and tutors less gifted students. He has an extraordinary religious sense, and it was evident to everyone. He teaches them catechism, prepares boys for the First Communion, visits and prays with the sick. More than 200 brothers and an impressive number of priests had been his students at Saugus. He died in August on April 4th, 1948, and was canonized on October 29th, 1967.
In 1948, Saint Benildus was beatified by Pope Pius XII, who mentioned that enduring a terrible daily grind and doing the common in uncommon ways granted him the sanctification. By Pope Paul VI on October 29, 1967, he was canonized and became the first brother to be canonized, and after Saint John Baptist de La Salle, became the second saint.
Okay, you've gotten quite a lot of information yourself. Nice job. Now let's hear about Blessed Solomon Leslera.
Tony, let me help you with that. Oh, it's slow. So, he was born at November 15, 1745 at Boulogne-sur-Mer, Pas-de-Clair, in Kingdom of France. Later on died at the age of 46 on November 2, 1792. He was a French flair. Leclerc assumed assumed the religious name Solomon after he made vows in the institution of the Brothers of the Christian School.
The Lasallian family celebrates the feast of Saint Solomon Lacre and the March of Rochefort. The patron of college business administration and accountancy every September 2. His feast is celebrated with other brother marks of the Hawks of Rochefort, who died 2 to 3 years later. He was killed in 792 after he refused to take the oath of allegiance to make a French government almost 2 weeks before the kingdom was dissolved.
The clerk was arrested on the 15th of August 1792 and was imprisoned with priests and other religious people at a Carmelite convent in Paris. Revolutionaries armed with swords killed them all on the 2nd of September 1792 in the garden of the convent.
Brother Solomon was a secretary to Brother Agathon, the superior general. After having been a teacher, director, and a bussar, he always showed a great love for people and great attachment to his work. Having refused to take an oath, he lived in Paris alone in secrecy. We still have many letters to his family. The last one is dated August 15, 1792. The very day that he was arrested and imprisoned in the Carmelite monastery, which had become a prison, together with several bishops and priests. He was the first one of our marks the first brother
Wait,
has been
guys.
identified.
What?